a messenger of the great overlords told me that I should be reborn in calm, and the two who would fashion my new body would welcome me, for we had been companions aforetime, and the ties between us were of love and not of hatred, which are the two threads that bind men most closely together upon earth. And for my brother I should have one with whom I had travelled long upon the great journey. When this was told to me, the sorrow which all know when they must leave their true home and go to the place of mists upon another day's journey, was lightened, for I should have companions in my exile. While my mother still sheltered me with her body, my father sought to find a gift that would tell her of the love that filled his heart. He could not tell her of his love in words, for words are but the fleeting shadows of reality. Carvers in turquoise, nor workers in gold or ivory, could please him with their finest craftsmanship. One day, as he was walking in the gardens of the palace in the cool of the evening, he thought of making a garden for my mother, a garden such as had never been seen before. Only by this could he symbolize his love, for nothing can be greater than its creator, and though a carving may be a song in stone, it is born of the sculptor. But the plants of the earth are the children of the gods. And so, in a curve like the young moon, he planted trees to shade her from the sun at noonday, and bushes with aromatic leaves to spice the air for her refreshment. And for the bowstring of this living bow, there was the lapping water of the lake, which stretched its silver to the setting sun, Amenti, in the west. Then he mustered a host of grassy spears, which closed their ranks to make the smooth green lawns, and he starred them with little flowers, scarlet and yellow, violet, blue, and white, which grew to make a carpet for her feet. From lands beyond the boundaries of calm, he brought the scarlet lilies of the land of gold, and trumpet vines that grow far to the south, where men walk in their own shadow. And from the north he summoned lemon trees, white oleanders and anemones, and flowers that keep their perfume for the moon, to fill the dusk with their drowsy sweetness. And honeysuckle entwined arbiter flowers, and the blue convolvulus to make her wreaths. When I was 12 days old, my father for the first time took her to this garden that he had made for her. It was surrounded by a garden wall, and upon the lintel of the door of cedar wood were carved their names, Zar-Artat and Mereneset, the beloved of Pharaoh's heart. Together they went into the flowering shade, where the paths were secret as gazelle tracks through the reeds. When she reached the heart of the green quiet, and saw a garden more beautiful than any she had dreamed, she said that here the petals of the flowers were as though the clouds of sunset had been carved in blossoms by the sun-god Ra, who upon the earth could never before have found such pleasure for his rays. And both agreed that it must have pleased the god to see his children here so glorified. So they named this place Sekeeta, the meadow of Ra, and to me also they gave this name. My brother, who had returned to earth 3 years before me, was called Nea, for at his birth the priest of Mart, in attendance, seeing those who came to speed him on his way, had said, "Hence is one who is worthy to rule over the people of Calm, for the companions of his spirit are long in years, and this child shall be called Nea, born with wisdom. For his master bore this name when in the old land he listened to the voice that warned him of the coming of the great rain. And just as his master guided his people when the evil ones had disappeared beneath the waters, so shall this child guide the people of Calm when they are assailed by evil ones, who in their turn shall be engulfed by the sea." Chapter 2. Anubis. When I was very little, and walking was still a new adventure, Marta took Nea and me with her to the temple. Nea held my hand, going up the steps. Everything was very big, and it was cold after the hot sunshine in the courtyard. In one of the rooms there was an enormous wooden animal, like a hunting dog, painted black. I wanted to touch it, but Nea said I mustn't, because it was the statue